Welcome to Healthy Super Bowl Snacks presented by the Gwinnett County Public Library. I'm Lori.
And I'm Leslie.
And we work at the Duluth branch. And we're here to help you make some of your favorite Super Bowl snacks a little bit more healthy. Hey Leslie, did your team make it to the Super Bowl this year?
No, but is it really about the team winning or is it about the snacks?
Definitely about the snacks. Okay, so Leslie, you're new to Instant Pot cooking, right?
Very, very new.
Well, I'm going to start with some really simple recipes like this one. We're going to start with Instant Pot Spinach Artichoke Dip. Really, really simple.
Really, really good.
And so it is really just a dump and cook recipe. So in our Instant Pot, we're going to add 1/2 cup of vegetable stock. You can use chicken stock. This is going to be a vegetarian dip, not vegan, but vegetarian. And then a 10-ounce package of cut or chopped spinach. It does not have to be thawed. Now we are next going to add a 14-ounce can of drained artichoke hearts. I have pre-drained these artichoke hearts, so we are not dumping the liquid from that.
And I just kind of like to spread it out, you know? Somehow it makes me feel better.
And next you're going to add an 8-ounce package of light cream cheese. It does not have to be softened. This one happens to be softened because I had a larger container, but it does not have to be. The next ingredient is 3/4 cup of yogurt. And I use the non-fat Greek yogurt, whichever one is your favorite. If I had had some homemade yogurt, I probably would have used that one today. 1/4 cup of mayonnaise.
Try to get all of it, because as we know, mayonnaise is the best part.
All right, now we're going to have 1 teaspoon of onion powder.
And with these always make me kind of nervous, but it's fairly simple, fairly easy to do.
And then 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder. If you're in a pinch, you can use garlic salt. I'm trying to cut down on the salt in my recipes, so I'm using garlic powder.
It's a new year, less sodium the better.
Great. Now this is all that this is going to take. We're going to stir in a couple more ingredients when it's done cooking, but we're going to put on our Instant Pot and we are going to set it to go, and we will come back in a few minutes. Okay, so now we've got the lid on, we've got the vent closed. We've set it for 6 minutes to pressure cook. We're going to wait and we're going to get our cheese and things ready to stir in when it is finished. All right, we are back. Leslie, this was really simple, right?
Super simple,
Okay.
super beginner friendly.
We did 6 minutes of pressure cooking. We did a quick release on the pressure, and now it is ready to stir in the last 2 ingredients. Oh, looks yummy. I've got my special Instant Pot mitts here. We're just gonna set this down. And Leslie, if you want to give that a stir.
Okay. This looks delicious and it smells delicious.
It really does smell good. All right, so now that that's stirred together, we are going to stir in 1 cup of mozzarella cheese. I use the lower fat mozzarella cheese. You can cut back on this a little bit. If you want it a little bit less cheesy, you can cut back on this a little bit. So we're going to stir that in until it's melted. And then we're going to add in 3/4 cup of Parmesan cheese. We're going to stir that in. Okay, so So this is, so you can see it's coming together. Yours may be a little bit more liquidy. I think a lot of it depends upon how much water is in the frozen spinach or if you drained your artichokes really, really well. But as you can see, this is plenty thick for a dip. And it smells so, so good. If you want, you don't have to, but if you put this in a broiler safe container, you can pop this under the broiler in your oven for about 5 minutes. It'll give it that nice crispy crust like you get at a restaurant. But this is my husband's favorite appetizer at a restaurant, and that I can make this in 6 minutes in the Instant Pot makes him so happy.
And it is very beginner friendly. I want to stress that.
Okay, we are ready for our taste test. Are you all set, Leslie?
Yes, this is the best part. The best part.
It, like I said, nothing bad about this. And you can use carrot sticks, vegetable slices. You could bake your own tortilla chips in the oven if you want to cut a few more calories.
But for today, we're gonna have some, regular chips and
so good.
So good.
I'm translating.
So good.
Hey, we are back and we are ready for our second dip. You ready to go?
Ready to go.
This one is also going to be vegetarian. It's also almost as easy as a spinach artichoke dip. And it is just, we're gonna dump in ingredients before we start to cook. So to start, we are going to add 1.5 cups of dried black beans. They are rinsed, and I just picked through to make sure that there weren't any foreign objects. Sometimes you can find a little stick or stone in your dried beans. But these are dried beans, not canned beans. Normally, if you're gonna cook dried beans, you'd have to soak them overnight. And so this would be a long and involved process. But this is, Instant Pot makes it easy. We are going to add 1 medium onion diced and 4 cloves of garlic peeled and minced. This is just more of a chopped onion. We're going to be using an immersion blender at the end, so there's really no need to mince it or dice it too much on the front end. The recipe calls for 2 medium jalapenos, chopped and diced. You and I decided we aren't really spicy people, so we have about a tablespoon of chopped jalapeno, and we did not include the seeds. The seeds are what's really spicy.
It really is. If you ever had a fresh jalapeno, you would definitely learn the hard way that it is in fact the seeds that's the very spicy part. So
okay, so feel free to adjust to your spice level. If you want this really spicy, add a lot of jalapeno, add the seeds, you're good. All right, next, a 14.5 ounce can of diced tomatoes. And you do not drain the liquid. Goes in just the way it is. Now we are going to add 1 3/4 cups of vegetable broth. And in this, I've also added the 1.5 tablespoons of olive oil. And we're just gonna dump those in together. And the juice of 1 lime. And now we have a spice blend. I've mixed all of our spices together into 1 container. We have 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika, 1/4 teaspoon of sea salt, 1/2 teaspoon of chili powder, 2 teaspoons of ground cumin, and 1/2 teaspoon of chopped cilantro that I had left over. It calls for dried coriander. I had some fresh cilantro left in my refrigerator that I needed to use up. So we're making a substitution today. And that is it. We're gonna put the top on and we're gonna let it cook. And remember to close the vent when you put on the lid, and we'll see you back when it's time to open it. Hey, we are back. We have pressure cooked our black bean dip for 30 minutes. We've allowed it to natural pressure release for 10. And now we're going to quick release the rest of the remaining pressure use something. You can get burned really easily. Make sure that there's no people nearby this, because this can burn, and then it's out from underneath your kitchen cabinets if you're in the kitchen, because it can take the paint or the finish off of the underside of your cabinets. Okay, so here we go. All right, the pressure is completely released, so now it's time to open the lid. And then as you can see, it's all cooked and chunky.
And it smells delicious. It smells delicious.
Amazing. So now to finish this out, all we're going to do is blend it with an immersion mixer. Okay, I have finished with the immersion mixer. You can see it is all nice, and there's some small chunks in it, but not a ton. If you don't have an immersion mixer, you can use a food processor, a blender, or for a chunkier version, even a potato masher. All right, Leslie, super easy, right?
Super easy.
We've got our chips. We're gonna taste. So good.
Really good.
Now, depending upon how you like your dip, you can blend it a little bit more, make it not as chunky. You can leave it a little bit chunkier. You can add cheese if you'd like. We're looking for the calorie friendly. And again, from the beginning of the recipe, this is a vegetarian option. So if you have vegetarian people coming to an event at your home when we can all get together again, great option. Serves at least 20 people. It makes a lot, and it is great cold. You could use this in place of refried beans and a fajita. It is a really versatile recipe. Adjust the spices you see fit.
Delicious. Highly recommend. And we're back. And now we are here for a little bit more of a heartier type of dip. We are actually taking a play on the buffalo chicken cheese dip, and we are doing buffalo chicken bites, one of my all-time favorites. As Lori can tell you, we've been definitely very excited about this for a long time. So today we will start off with 2 pounds of chicken breast. We have half a cup of hot sauce mixed in with, what was that, Lori?
We are not particularly fond of hot, so we did a 1/4 cup of hot sauce and a 1/4 cup of chicken broth to sort of tone down the spice. If you like it spicy, go all hot sauce.
Go hot sauce if you like it spicy. Us, not so much. We do also have 1 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. So on the Instant Pot, we will go ahead and select the saute button. And we will go ahead and add our 2 tablespoons of butter, and we'll let it melt for a little bit. Now that our butter is melted, we will go ahead and add the 2 pounds of the chicken breast. And you can hear that sizzle. And now we'll take our cayenne pepper, salt, and our 1 teaspoon of pepper mix, and we'll add that as well. And we're going to mix the chicken so that every piece is seasoned. Smelling good already. All right, so now that I've gone ahead and mixed it, we'll go ahead and add the other ingredient to it, which is our mix here that Lori was talking about earlier. All right, and We're going to let it cook for about 16 minutes now, and we can go ahead and place the lid on top. And we're going to move the pressure back again. And we're going to add the thyme now. And we're back. We did want to explain that we had it on the saute function, but it's important to come back, and as soon as you put your lid on, you secured it, you have to hit cancel. You're going to click the pressure cook button, and then you add your time of 16 minutes. And that's where you want it to be when you've closed the lid. And now we're doing a quick pressure release. You want to grab something that will push the sensor here. And we're just going to. Now that we have completed the cooking time, we will go ahead and open this up here. It looks amazing already. But if you are in a hurry, what you can do is just go ahead and add the hot sauce to the mix and let it sit there and cook. But if you have a bit more time and you want to add a bit more of a crunch, what we will go ahead and do is remove the chicken and place it on an aluminum foil pan, and we will place it in the broiler. And that is where we will add our additional hot sauce on top as well. And what you want to do is once the chicken is on the aluminum foil pan, we will go ahead and let it sit in the broiler for 3 minutes on each side, and you will flip it. So now that we have taken the chicken out of the broiler, we have flipped on both sides for about 3 minutes. We have the finished product. And this is where we will actually go ahead and taste test.
We will taste test it, and you can always add more dipping sauce. You know, traditional for a buffalo chicken is going to be a blue cheese or a ranch. You know, you can dip like that. You can eat it like this.
Herd goat cheese was really good, drizzled on top as well. So definitely a lot of options for you.
And remember, we did the toned down spice because we are not spice girls.
We're not.
And so, perfect. Just the right amount of spice.
And just the right amount of crunch. So we hope you have enjoyed creating these amazing and healthy Super Bowl snacks with us. Please subscribe to the Gwinnett County Public Library's channel on YouTube and click the link below this video.
That'll give you access to all the recipes. We also have lots of other programming on the GCPL YouTube channel. You'll find all of our kids, teen, and adult programmings. I will be back on Saturday, March 27th at 2 o'clock, and we are going to be doing money-saving freezer meals on how that you can freeze meals ahead of time to cook in your Instant Pot, slow cooker, or stovetop. So I look forward to seeing you then. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.